Hiring virtual assistants is no different to trying to hire local staff. You want someone who is good at what they do and willing to stick around with your company for the long run. In this video, I'm going to take you through the top 5 traits to look for to help you hire the best VAs and retain a long relationship with them. Now keep watching to get a free copy of our full list of interview questions to ask your VA during the recruitment process so that nothing falls between the cracks. If you want more insider tips about scaling your agency with a virtual team, remember to click the subscribe button to be the first to know about our new videos. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Linh Podetti, founder of Outsourcing Angel, an offshore recruitment agency with a virtual team of over 70 around the world. I help agencies scale their business profitably with talented and reliable virtual employees. After nearly a decade of experience in offshore recruitment, I've noticed a trend in these top 5 qualities that I believe result in long-term relationships with virtual assistants. So let's start from the top. Integrity. Your virtual assistants are expected to manage their own time and their own workload. As their employer, you depend on them to accomplish their assigned tasks without hand-holding and without you physically being there to check on their work. A virtual assistant that has integrity will hold themselves to working on your project to completion without wasting your time on other endeavors. Integrity is also important when it concerns sensitive data such as customer records, invoice details, and personal information. This is why our agency looks after everything for you so you're covered for all things related to privacy, HR, payroll, and training. Resourcefulness. Your virtual assistant should display qualities of resourcefulness by being proactive when carrying out tasks. For example, instead of asking you obvious questions, they find out the answer themselves by doing a quick Google search. Resourceful virtual assistants also hold the mindset that workable solutions exist for every problem. So instead of simply presenting you with problems, they also provide recommendations on a solution. While you should not expect them to know everything, a virtual assistant should at least know how to work around a problem and not rely on you every single step of the way. Or you might as well do the task yourself. Communication. Communication is not just about your virtual assistant's level of English proficiency in writing and speaking. You need to consider if they are able to give you updated and how they relay or convey information on their task or project. They should also be easily accessible through various channels of communications just in case. Imagine hiring a virtual assistant and assigning them a task only to be given the cold shoulder and no updates even when the deadline is just around the corner. In some instances, your virtual assistant could still be working on your tasks, but they just don't possess the communication skills to keep you up to date, which causes you to stress or have negative thoughts. At Outsourcing Angel, our virtual assistants are trained to have the initiative to communicate and be extremely responsive with task updates so that our clients have a peace of mind when things are getting done. Our 2 top tips for ensuring great communication is to meet your virtual assistant via video conference at a minimum, and to always ask your virtual assistant to repeat steps back to you before carrying out a task to ensure you're both on the same page. Between communication and resourcefulness, which trait is more important to you? Let me know in the comments below. Accountability. Any virtual assistant who is ready to take on responsibility should be accountable, professional, and committed. If your virtual assistant is committed to your happiness, they will take all steps necessary to assign and apply themselves to tasks and solve any arising problems because they know exactly what their responsibilities are. We use project management tools such as Basecamp and Trello and weekly KPI sheets so that we know exactly who will do what, by when, and how each person is performing in their task. Competencies. For any project, you have to determine the VA's level of competencies in the appropriate fundamental and technical skills. Fundamental skills include the basics like the ability to use the internet for video or voice calls, emails, and the basic software needed for the task. Technical skills, on the other hand, are more specific to the scope of work. For example, if you're looking for a social media manager, your virtual assistant will need to have social media know-how to assist you in carrying out tasks as well as making helpful recommendations. For most agencies, judging a virtual assistant on their competency is where they fall short. Without asking your virtual assistant the right questions in the interview process, you might be setting yourself up for failure. So to avoid this, you can click here to get a free copy of the Outsourcing Angel's list of interview questions in the description bar below. We take our interview process here at Outsourcing Angel seriously. We only hire the applicants that are the right fit, not only skill-wise, but according to specific client preferences in characteristics. We do background checks and portfolio checks, and conduct our own internal tests by assigning a task to the prospective VA that demonstrates the skills that they claim to have. This is essential particularly for technical virtual assistants that require a specialized skill. This is the only way that we can protect ourselves from hiring the wrong VAs. So there you have it, the top 5 traits to look for in a good virtual assistant. They were communication, competencies, integrity, accountability, and resourcefulness. So before I go though, I'd like to know which trait is most important to you based on the ones we've mentioned in this video. Or is there a trait that you think is essential when working with your virtual assistant? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe to be notified about our next video.